My greetings to whoever is seeing this video. I landed in Kenya on the 23rd of March. This is last month, and it was a Monday. And I flew from Canada. Excuse me because I'm mumbling so much. I'm in a lot of anxiety right now, and I flew from there on Saturday, and that time the government had not yet announced the mandatory quarantine thing. So it announced it, and after landing is when I found out that I was not going home, which I had expected to go home and self isolate myself for 14 days. I realized that we were going to be taken to a hotel for a mandatory government quarantine, which is self paid again. At that time, it came to a shock. Like, it came as a shock to all of us because neither of us had expected that. But we complied with it. We were very compliant, and we followed all the rules. We stayed in quarantine for 14 days. We got tested. We got tested negative, and there were 2 positive cases in my hotel. Now, what happens is that on the 12th day, we are told that we have to stay for 14 more days after our period is over. Considering that we had followed each and every protocol, we had adhered to all the rules set by the government. This is not done. So many of us are university students. In my hotel, there's a pregnant mother who needs prenatal care, and she's not getting that. So many of us are traveling from abroad, and it's like our mental health has not been taken into consideration at all. This is so not done because the thing is, we have already tested negative for this. It's not our fault that people who didn't self-isolate when they were asked to, that we bear the consequences of all of this. It's taking a toll on our mental health. If we wouldn't be affected by the virus, for sure we will get so many panic attacks. I have had 4 panic attacks in the last 2 hours, and this is not done. We find out that we are going to be quarantined for 14 more days. That's not all. The hotel staff has not been tested. After the 2 positive cases, it makes just a lot of sense to have the hotel staff tested. We don't know how safe we are over here. We surely expect that we would be much more safer in our own houses because we're not meeting so many people. That's one thing. And other than that, the government has not taken into consideration the mental health of all the people quarantined. It's not our fault. We are paying for this. It's like you're robbing off your citizens to fill pockets that are already full. Because if this was at all about our health and our safety and the nation's safety, you will not have dragged us from the airports in overcrowded buses. And the way we were treated in those buses, I don't even have words to speak about that. We have not had our clothes washed for the past 14 days, and now it's going to happen for the next 14 days too. This is not done. To anybody listening to this video, I request you to please put pressure on the government, because and if anybody comes up to me and says that I should not have made this video, I will say it's a sheer violation of my democratic right as a Kenyan citizen. I have all the right to share my concern. Every single person in the hotel is crying. People are having anxiety attacks. I am crying at this point in time because I want to go home. It's not like I'm saying that I won't self-isolate. I will. And I'm not supposed to bear the consequences of someone else's fault, right? And none of the people in each and every hotel that had positive cases. So the government announced that it will put into the extended quarantine is for anyone living in a hotel with, a positive case. But it's not our fault. You've already taken the positive cases to the hospital for treatment. We have tested negative. Test us negative and release us. This is not done. And if you can't do that, the government has to pay for us. This is so not done. I'm sorry for breaking down again, but we have other problems. Students have exams and they're studying. People are working. A lot of financial issues, a lot of mental health issues. there's no emotional support given to us in this time, and it's just really bad. So whoever's seeing this video, please share it around. I'm sorry, but you need to share this around, and you need to let the government know that this is not the way to treat innocent people who thought they were coming back to Kenya, to their home, for self-isolation, and they were ready to do that. Keep us in our houses, keep inspectors outside our houses who are ready to follow all of that, but you cannot continue with this. I'm sorry. Thank you.